Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he
takes a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, played through for the wide man. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bellingham. Here's Tchouaméni. Madrid finding their passes. And that's a good ball. Tries to play it through. Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Vinicius Junior, lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe gets into a good position. He's fizzed it forward. And it's Bellingham. Neither side yet able to find the net. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. He's in a great position here. Great vision. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Alexander-Arnold is one whose deliveries we all know about. Rodrigo. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Madrid looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Bellingham. And it's Valverde. Here's Tchouaméni. Howson. Nicely weighted ball. Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position. Now it's Messi. That's a shade optimistic. Howson. And it's Valverde. Out to the right. Played back in. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Rodrigo. For Valverde. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the through ball. Oh, that's fabulous. And that would have been some goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Brazil have their second corner now. They've played it short. He's gone for goal! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Bellingham. Tchouaméni pressing high and with purpose.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior is always scanning the pitch for targets. Tries to pass it through. He's through here. He's found some space. Tries a shot! And the pass is intercepted. Rodrigo. And it's Bellingham. Now he's got space here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
That is good alertness. Valverde. Bellingham. Swung over. And here's Rodrigo. And it's Valverde. And he's intervened well there. Eder Militao turns back here, probably the best option. And Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Howson. Passing is crisp and sharp. Spread out to the left, looking for the run. Could try cutting inside here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Just too much, fractions.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Tchouaméni. He's a sharp little ball here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Oh, good spread. Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Skims one in. Looking for a corner.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 20. Camisa 23. Deixando o campo para a entrada de...
And that has been cleared.
Camisa 8.
Played out towards the right wing. Bellingham. Now it's shoots! It's anyone's ball now. Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. Valverde. Rodrigo. Oh, that's well spotted. Bellingham. And it's Valverde. Lovely feet. That's a good ball out wide. That is lovely. Alexander-Arnold stood his ground strongly. That's a good ball. Can he finish? Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 4. Deixando o campo para a entrada de...
Brazil are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Oh, that's nice. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Very nicely done. Pinches it off him. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That has been cut short. Vinicius Junior. Lam. Now it's Messi. Zico. Decent chance! No mistake! And late in the day, a telling moment.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Brazil are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
He's shifting through the gears here. And the finish! Oh, that is a nice touch. Messi. David Villa.
This usually is the time teams go...
And he shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Courtois trying to keep... Oh, what has happened here?
3 minutos de acréscimo.
Can he finish? And it's come back out to him. Vinicius Junior, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. The message is clear, none shall pass. And that's that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I certainly enjoy...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Brazil.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. Borussia Dortmund have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah.
Great chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Great defending, strong and determined. Pelé. Zico. And he's let fly! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Zico clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Well, that is one way to stop him. No foul, says the referee. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Romario. Real chance here. And the shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! There is the breakthrough! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Knocks it out wide. He is through here! Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that looks a decent ball. Eto'o gets into a good position. That's tidy. And it's Serginho. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Romario. Now this could be a chance. Nicely spread. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Cafu. And that is out of play. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that's well seen too. And here's Eto'o. Can he get it through? Now it's Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Zico.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Into the channel.
Romario really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Barella. Now, can they get him away? Griezmann. Early ball. Defending of the desperate variety. Rafinha. That's a good ball out wide. Rafinha showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Maldini getting this one clear. He's got away. Eto'o! Denied by an instinctive save.
Eto'o actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that should get the job done. Brazil are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played, well played. And that was very necessary. Eto'o producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Messi.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And it's Romario. Nicely shaped ball. Iniesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Barella. It's a really well-measured ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rafinha. Now it's Eto'o. Here's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Brazil really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Rafinha. And it's Eto'o. And this is Romario. Played out towards the right wing. Brazil needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence.
Borussia Dortmund have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Cannavaro. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Eto'o. Chance! This time, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Iniesta gets a foot in here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Threads one in. Oh, he's onto this. He's being urged to shoot.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that's a key interception. Adams. That's an imaginative pass. And he was quick to react. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
That's an excellent interception. And he's there to belt it away. Rafinha. The message is clear, none shall pass. Great vision. Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. That's a shade optimistic. Barella. Ambitious ball here. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Now this could be a Brazilian counter-attack.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 6, Cannavaro. Number 23, Barella. Number 13, Romario.
Brazil still have the cards to affect this game.
Rafinha.
Beckenbauer,
Number 21,
passing is crisp and
Griezmann.
sharp.
Coming on the field, number 15,
Well
Franz
seen,
Beckenbauer.
saw that coming.
That was well played, well struck.
Makelele.
The most accurate
Number
pass.
8, Dennis Law. Number 22, Stojkovic. Number 20, Mbappe. Substitution in progress.
Just eases him off the ball.
Brazil really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looks a good ball through. And he's being shifted off it. Probing pass. Thuram calmly anticipates. And now they can clear their lines. And he welcomes it in.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Stojkovic clears it away. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Brazil really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Conte. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Stojkovic tries to pass it through. Eto'o is onto this. That is Conte. Lobbed in behind. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Played back in. Roberto Carlos tries to play it through. That's been slipped through. And the flag has stayed down. They're urging him to shoot. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Baggio. That is ended up in no man's land. Spread it left. And it's Conte. Now it's Roberto Baggio! Just off target.
Roberto Baggio has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. That has not gone well. Now it's Pelé. Great vision. Nice interception, well timed. Serginho. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not... And Del Piero!
It's a throw-in.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Serginho goes on a charge down the left. Baggio will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Buffon getting this one clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Bellingham really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
Engages and forces him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Serginho, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's gone direct here. Del Piero. Can he get it through? He has a look up.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
So we're still where we started right now. Roberto Baggio conjures time and space where few can. Serginho going full tilt down the left. Messi. That is a little undercooked. That has been slung wide. Hoisted it, header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. Oh, cracking ball. And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, perfectly measured that. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Roberto Carlos. And he skips past his man. Looking to go deep. Climbs up big! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Roberto Carlos. That's good play. Plays it across. He gets big! Decent enough try.
Drogba is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity. Might want to be careful there.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That pass just didn't quite work.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
It's a pretty loose pass. And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How would you review the first half?
Brazil really have looked a bit disjointed to me. Their passing has let them down in key moments, but that's also due for the need of better movement to create more options in the danger areas, something the manager, I think, has to stress to them now.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. He rises! No, couldn't quite control it.
This was all about good movement in the box, just to allow him to get to it.
And he's forced to go back. Roberto Carlos looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Lahm gets it clear. Shifted it to the flank. And it's Roberto Carlos. And that's a throw. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There's a sharp little ball here. Conte. Alexander-Arnold. He has found the way through. Now who's... Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, nice touch. There's the shot! Aimed beyond the defence. Now, can they get him away? And he's there to make the challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. No, it's come to nothing. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bellingham. And it's Serginho. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 23. Camisa 20. Camisa 19.
Alexander-Arnold with the short one.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa
Roberto
8.
Carlos.
Camisa
Roberto
13.
Carlos!
Camisa 21.
He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Alexander-Arnold goes short. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Now somewhat off target. Brazil do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Roberto Baggio.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Passing is crisp and sharp. David Villa. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's gone for a throw-in.
Teremos uma substituição.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Substituição em andamento.
A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's picked his way through. Cannavaro deals with that comfortably.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Knocks it out wide. Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
That is Conte. Beckenbauer wins the duel this time. Bellingham. Roberto Carlos. Brzezinski.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Bellingham. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not the most accurate
Foram
pass.
indicados 4 minutos de
That's the
acréscimo.
throw. Maldini clears. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Brazil have it back and can go again. Conte. And it's Rosicki. And that's really well manoeuvred. We are into stoppage time. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
And that is that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
How he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism, technique. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody, comes close.
Pelé, the gold standard, head and shoulders above the rest. Well, played right into his path. Pull it. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's from Mario. Great chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty...
And Romario! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Decent chance! That's another chance! Sticks it away! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your...
Pelé! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now then, the ball's come loose. That's a sharp pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He won't be happy with that one. Pelé. And that's an errant pass. Nedved. Knocks it into space. He's looking wide. He's in space and looking for options. Elects to cross. Seedorf is there and he can get that. And he's had a hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Vieira actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that has been clubbed away. It's a searching pass. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, he's burst through! Played out to the right. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Messi. Pelé. That's very neat. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
And this is Del Piero, and the shot! Goal! Brazil! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Now that's well seen too. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, that's a key interception. Piero. Now it's Pelé. Del Piero takes a shot! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. That has not gone well. Now, can they get him away?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Nedved. Now it's Romario. And this is Pelé! Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. There's the whistle for half-time.
Brazil are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Thank you for your
that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
Substitution for Serbia, number 10, Pelé, number 11,
here we go again then.
Number 13, Nedved, number 8,
Bullet.
Pirlo,
Now it's Romario. Now it's Messi.
number 6,
That's good play.
Suarez, number 22,
Oh, this is Romario.
Nesta,
Iniesta.
number 23, Messi,
Pelé
number
can so
14,
cleverly bypass the
Zico.
press. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now that looks a decent ball. Bullet. And the counter is on. And it's Zico. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Serbia are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because...
Shapes to shoot! Relentless! Just relentless! Pomp, panache and passion! This, a man full of it all! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that means... It's Luis Suarez! Oh, extraordinary.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Played with finesse. That is good alertness. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Costa Curta. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is expertly dealt with. Thuram gets rid without sophistication. It's a pretty loose pass. It's a really well-measured ball. Tries to play it through. And he shoots! Pull it. Out to the right. Messi. Messi hurtling down that right flank. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, there's the clearance. Vieira. Not the most accurate pass. Just about up to 75 minutes. Looking for options for movement. Schmeichel claims comfortably.
Substitution.
Brazil choosing to make the first change. That is ended up in no man's land. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar, and he's managed to get free. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Villa. And here's Messi. That's tidy. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And that was very necessary. Beckenbauer did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Hullet. He came in hard, very hard. Cannavaro gets it clear. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. There's the shot!
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. It's a mighty effort! And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for the run. This is Zico. Hullet. Thuram is there to clear. And he's quick to snatch it back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, he's been caught napping! No, that's been intercepted. Court shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Luis Suarez. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That is lovely. He's picked his way through. And he's heaved it away. And there goes the final whistle. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
And we come to you now with a
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Played into the box. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Messi. He can run onto that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nicely weighted ball. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Keeper has taken decisive action. Now there's a fine ball. Chiellini is fouled. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Brazil are now forced to play the bulk of the game a man short.
It looked avoidable and unnecessary, but it makes you think that he was trying to intimidate.
Cambio di giocatori.
Brazil already making their first change. Not what was planned, I don't think.
Well, I don't think he's going to be delighted at being substituted at this stage, especially when you consider the position they're in. He'll be a bit miffed about this, yeah.
Tries to pass it through. And this is Del Piero. Guti. Figo. Knocks it into space. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Quarter of an hour played. Ronaldinho. Collar. It's a pretty loose pass. Played towards the other side.
Good switch, that.
And he's managed to get rid. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's searching through. Del Piero!
Well, it seems as if...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Nicely spread. Figo. Figo crosses. And that should get the job done.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Pelé. Oh, that's fabulous. Shoots! Goal! Brazil! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Brazil have fired themselves in front.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Maicon showed plenty of... And he shoots! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter, just when the opposition
Has a shot! Oh, it's come loose. It's their second corner of the game. Guti! No, he didn't quite meet it right. So, third corner of the game. Guti! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And he's managed... And Del Piero! Goal! Brazil! And they're back in front! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Brazil take the lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Just eases him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Brazil are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time. And he's whipped. He's got full. Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Tries to play it through. Del Piero! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a shade optimistic. And the whistle goes for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Brazil have done well to this point. At times I find myself struggling to work out just who's down to 10. That's testament to how adaptable they've been. I think if they can keep playing like this, Peter, it might just hold out.
Brazil are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. That gets things going for the second half. Now it's Pelé. And it's Ronaldinho. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's given... Real chance! Sticks it away! The second half off to a spectacular start. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And here's Dembele. Figo delivers.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Well, that's well seen too. Chiellini, here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Figo. Figo carries the ball down the right. And Guti! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Brazil come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well timed, excellent interception. Can he get it through? Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he is going into that little black book. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
That's got him rattled. Pelé.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Figo. Yaya Toure plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That has ended up in no man's land. That's a good run down the left. Cross to the back post. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Brazil are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. He can get that clear. Messi does really well to win the ball there. Looking for the run. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 3.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 10.
Brazil take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
And it's Guti. Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there, and he's worked it through. Big chance, must be! Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Oh, what a mistake! Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maicon. Well, that has not gone well. Maicon is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they're...
Guti! And that is high.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 14 viene sostituito con il numero 8.
Marquinhos is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Yamal. Here's Vitinha. Yamal. Pass somewhat off target. Messi gets into a good position. Lovely pass, but can he get there? This looks promising. Great chance!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Lorenzo Insigne. Great vision. Good take, and is he in? Yamal. So that's it. It is all over. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of...